Alright, dear friends, before we start our trades, there's something I need to mention. When you begin your work, be sure to pay attention to the pivot percentage of different currency pairs. These percentages vary at different times. For example, we see here that this currency pair has a pivot of 27%. Look, trading on a pair like this is just not worth it. Even with 53% or 54%, it's still not ideal. Try to select currency pairs that have a higher pivot percentage. It should be at least above 74%. That was the first point. The second point is about something some of you have asked me. I'll briefly explain about trade timing. If you're using this Quotex Broker and want to set your trade time, there are two modes. Look, if I click on the time switch here, you see that it shows the minutes. So, if I select 1 here, it means 1 minute. In this mode, wherever I open the trade, right at the moment I click, the trade will open. Then, exactly 1 minute later, the trade will close. Each of these candles represents 1 minute, which means my time frame is set to 1 minute. For example, if there are 20 seconds left until the candle closes and I open a trade, my trade will close exactly 1 minute later, which means 20 seconds before the next candle closes. However, if I click on the time switch again and it changes to show the clock, then my trade will close with the end of the current candle if I open it before the 30-second mark. The important point here, guys, is related to the 1 minute time frame. You can see the countdown timer. It starts at 60 seconds and counts down to 0. If I open a trade before it reaches 30 seconds, my trade will close at the end of this candle. But if it goes beyond 30 seconds, say there are 20 seconds left on the candle, then if I open a trade at that point, it will carry over to the end of the next candle, meaning my trade will last for 1 minute and 20 seconds. It will close with the next candle's close. Pay close attention to this detail. I tried to explain it as quickly and clearly as possible, and I hope my explanation made sense. Although I know you are all professionals and probably know these things better than I do. So, to start, we'll try to pick a currency pair that gives us at least an 80% profit, and we'll conduct our trades on that pair.
To easily and freely register with the Quotex Broker, click on the link in the video description.
Alright friends, here we have the euro to dollar chart, and we can see that an upward trend is forming. Before I started recording, I was working here, and I drew a few SNR lines, which I'll add to the chart now. There's nothing particularly complex or special about it. I've explained this many times in previous videos, and I'm sure all of you are familiar with it. It's a simple SNR level here, and there are two trend lines as well. Nothing unusual or complicated that requires a detailed explanation. Now you see here that we have market pressure from above. The wicks of these candles are showing selling pressure, pushing the price downward. On the other hand, this zone, as I've explained multiple times, is a strong zone, and the candles couldn't break through it. The price reversed from here. Now, if you look closely, you'll see that the tip of the wick of this candle is exactly at a round number. We have a round number here, so the price is kind of stuck between these two levels. We need to wait and see how it reacts to each of these levels. If the price moves up and reaches our round number zone, we can place a sell trade, expecting a pullback to potentially bring us profit. As I explained, we need to do this before the 30-second mark. Now there were about 40 seconds left, the price reached the level, and I opened the trade. The trade will close at the end of this candle. I was confident that even if a green candle formed here, it would have a weak body and I could profit from its small wick. However, we see that the candle turned completely red and reversed. Now, if the price comes down and reaches this zone, we can place another buy trade here. As you saw, my trade closed with the end of this candle. Let me explain again. I opened the trade before 30 seconds, but if it had been 29 seconds, it would have carried over to the end of the next candle. Now, the candles are getting closer to our round number again. As you can see, a higher low has been formed. This time it's not unlikely that they might be able to break through this level. The distance between each touch on our line is gradually getting smaller. Look friends, if we mark this round number here, we can see that there was a touch here. This was the second touch, and this is the third one. The distance between the touches on this round number has decreased considerably. Additionally, we see a higher low has been formed here. The candles are consistently moving higher, and there's a chance that it will break through here and the price will move up. Now we still need to wait and see what happens. If it moves up again, there's a possibility of a pullback at our SNR level. As you can see, the lower line that I've just drawn is also a round number. If I open a trade now, it will close with the end of the next candle. So, it's better for me to wait here and see how this candle closes. It might even break through this level entirely. Alright guys, the level we had here was previously broken once. Now on the pullback, a bearish red candle managed to break through it. The close of this candle is important for us. We need to see where it closes so we can make the best decision. Alright friends, look where this candle closed. The price had reached this area. Let me explain. The price came up to this area with a few bullish candles, then had a pullback, and a strong red candle managed to break through our level. We can see the next candle, which also broke through our trend line with a strong body and reached the SNR zone we had drawn. Look at the body of this candle. It closed exactly on the area we chose, and there's a decent rejection from below, showing buyer pressure. After that, with the start of the next candle, I opened my trade here, knowing with high confidence that it would be a profitable trade. Another reason I had high confidence is something I've mentioned in previous videos. The price dropped sharply here, and when we see a sharp price drop like this, there's a high likelihood of a rebound, even if it's just for one candle. So when you see such a move, the chances are high that the next candle will be in the opposite direction. Here we also had a strong level, and the candles reacted and reversed from it, leading to a profitable trade. Let's continue analyzing, and when we find a suitable opportunity, we'll make another trade. Now we also see that the candle bodies are weakening. We need to wait and see how this candle closes. If it gives us an upper rejection and closes below this line, we can confidently take a sell trade. Look, the price is trying to break through this line, but it can't. It doesn't have enough strength to get past it. I've opened the trade here, and we'll wait together to see the result of this trade. I don't think there's much more explanation needed. The price has bounced off this level. We see a strong green candle with a powerful body, followed by another strong green candle. There's a small rejection at the top, and the next candle has a much weaker body compared to the previous ones. It has a rejection, and then we have a candle with a very weak body and a long upper rejection. This is exactly one of the reversal patterns. We saw something like this here, right at the level. The body closed below our level, and there's a long wick showing seller pressure. At the start of the next candle, we were able to open our trade to the downside, and now we have a high level of confidence that this trade will also end in profit. Yes, that's exactly what happened. Well, dear friends, I don't want this video to get too long. The market isn't that great either. I tried to make a few trades, and as you can see guys, this is one of the simplest trading methods. My request is that you don't go looking for magic techniques. Don't think you can find some special magical strategy within indicators that will make every trade a success. The principles of price action and trading on these levels, whether it's trend lines, SNR lines, or any other level, and regardless of the method, can yield excellent results with a high success rate, especially with pullback trades. Guys, take pullbacks seriously. As you saw, I tried to take trades in places where I had high confidence, and it was easy to see that I placed 3 to 4 trades all of which ended in profit. You can use this in any market. It's one of the simplest and yet the most reliable methods. It's very straightforward. All you need is to dedicate time, practice, and put in the effort to master it. It's not complicated at all, but it can be highly effective and profitable for you.
Dear friends, to make sure you don't miss any of our videos, please subscribe to the BS Academy channel. Also, activate the notification bell so that you are informed as soon as we publish new videos. Thank you for your support.